Hello and welcome to another City TV sports broadcast. I'm Kevin Bryant, along with my partner Pete Poyer. We're at the Ice Cube. The puck is dropped. Pete, Happy New Year.
And the same to you, Kevin, and we are underway here. Huron and Skyline hockey. Play down into the Huron zone. Picked up by Sorcerer. He'll dump it out center ice. Too far for the Huron player. Into the Skyline zone temporarily, back out center ice. Kicked back into the Skyline zone by Canfield. And Huron will keep it in. Covered up there by Nathan Elner for the Eagles. Now an intercept takeaway by Huron. There's a shot along the ice. Slides just by the net. Into the near corner. Friedman will go after it. He'll hand it off to Evoy. Now behind the Skyline net. And finally, they get it out. Skyline will bring it out center ice. Right down the center ice is Elner. Shot on nets and a save made by Coulter. There's another shot directed on net. Stick to side.
Well, the first rush of the net by the Eagles. Good defense there in the net for the River Rat.
Now puck comes back out center ice. Dumped back into the Huron zone as they go for the line change. Now reverse the direction, and it'll be picked up by Sam Sorcerer for Huron. Now over to Canfield. Bonnie will bring it out center ice, but directed back into the Huron zone by Skyline. Now finally Nick Sorcerer will bring it out, and he'll skate it into the Skyline zone. Picked up by Kim. He's taken off the puck. And now they brought back out center ice by Skyline.
Outstanding forecheck there.
Another big hit by Huron and behind the Huron net.
Well, the River Rats, of course, are the more experienced team. Pete, they're not starting their first full season as the Eagles are on the varsity level on the ice.
Now Huron will tip it out center ice. And puck directed back into the River Rat zone and behind the net. Circling behind his own net, Nick Sorcerer will pick it up. He loses control. Now picked up by Skyline. Mesa sticks and legs. Puck floats into the far corner. Now back to the blue line. That shot, it hits a leg. There's a save, another save, and a goal! Scored by Nate Wegren for Skyline, and the Eagles draw first blood. They go up 1-0 here in the first period.
Well, Wygren, he takes on the shot, and hopefully we'll take another look at that because he comes in after the rebound. Here we go right now. First, a good save there, but then, we saw how Cutler let it through on the top shelf.
A nice backhander, get it up over the goaltender's shoulder for Skyline's first goal. That goal coming at 14:18 left in the first period. And we have icing, and the faceoff will come back down into the Eagle zone. Face-off controlled by Skyline, but taken away by Huron. There's a shot with an odd angle. Save made. Now back to the blue line, held in there by Sylvester. Centering pass, backhander, and a goal for Huron.
Well, the River Rats wasted no time on tying this match up here. Don't want to lose to your crosstown rival.
Check who scored that goal. That'll knot it up at 1. Less than a minute later here in the first period. Bouncing puck directed to the side by the Skyline goaltender. Now back out center ice. Sylvester goes back to get it. Passes too far. Well, both teams going for line changes. Now Sorcerer picks it up in the near corner. Intercept, shot on goal, save made. That shot by Dylan Baker. Now Nick Sorcerer picks it up, and he'll skate it out of his own zone.
Great defense there by the netminder for the River Rats.
Now puck will be picked up by Baker. They'll bring it out center ice, intercepted there by Huron. And Skyline will bring it out center ice again. Both teams fighting for possession of the puck. Sorcerer will send it all the way down the ice. And that'll be icing on the River Rats, and the faceoff will come all the way back down into the River Rat zone.
Well, I think we're going to take a look at that last goal by the River Rats.
There's a look at that goal. And that was number 16, Michael Ficcaro. Ficcaro with the goal for Huron, and that ties the game at 1. Now Ficcaro skating on the net once again, blocked. Picks it back up once again. Sends it back to the blue line. Now puck in behind the net. Now puck in behind the Skyline's net. Picked up by David Quee. He'll send it over to the blue line. Huron back into the Skyline zone. Now center ice pass to Blake Hill. Hill with it. He can't pull the trigger. Now Hill will go back to pick it up in the near corner. Now Skyline will switch sides. And Huron will come away with the puck from that scrum. Sylvester directing it. And all the way down the ice, another icing for Huron.
You can see
down in the
Pete,
River Rat zone.
I'm sorry, Pete, but you can see on that last breakout there by Hill how well and experienced the River Rat defense is showing up early in this match. They're playing a very tough style of defense, those River Rats.
Face-off controlled by Skyline. Puck directed to behind the net. Picked up there by Camfield. Now Sorcerer has it. He can't get it out of the zone. And directed right on net. Coulter that had to be there with the pad save. And now finally Huron will break it out of their own zone. Now Sorcerer with in behind the Skyline net. It's intercepted there by Nate Wegren. And Wegren will steer it into the Huron zone as they go for the line change.
Very fortunate for the River Rats there.
They could not touch the puck, otherwise they get the too many men on the ice penalty. But they recover and bring it back down the ice. Canfield will send it into the Eagle zone. Now puck is laying on the net, so we have a stoppage of play and a face-off to the left of the Skyline goalkeeper.
So far, the River Rats have outshot the Eagles 8-4. It looks like on 6-1.
Now picking up for Skyline, it's Quee. The shot heads up behind the net. Picked up quickly by Huron. And they'll break it out of their own zone. Gilchrist will direct it into the Skyline zone. Elner will bring it out from behind his own net. Big hit there on the far boards. Now backhand pass is blocked by Skyline, and they'll bring it out center ice. Knight loses control. And Skyline, or rather Huron, will control the puck and bring it back out center ice. Nice intercept there by Randy Strasburg. He'll send it back into the River Rat zone. Now an intercept by Skyline, and the shot sails wide of the net. Another shot by Wegren. He's got control of it again. Trying to get it out in front of the net. Huron covering up. Now Sylvester skates after it. He sends it out center ice.
Wygren seems to be one of the more aggressive Eagles out on the ice tonight.
Sorsher stops it at the red line. Send it back in to the Skyline zone. And Wegman will direct it into the River Rat zone for another line change. Skyline changing their lines quickly. Not spending a lot of time on the ice, keeping their guys fresh. 7:45 to play here in the first period. Now Nick Sorsher will send it into the Skyline zone and behind the net. Covering up for it there is Coulter Knight. All over him is Drew Bonney. Back to the blue line. Shot sails wide of the net. Now Sorsher with a shot right on net.
Nice stop there.
And the save is made.
One of the reasons why Skyline may be changing as much as they're still just building a program, only in their first full season on the varsity level. Their coaching staff likes to try to play as many lines as possible.
Well, face off down in the Skyline zone. Controlled by Huron, but quickly taken over by Skyline. Now puck in the near corner. Now back to the blue line. Sylvester will just direct it back towards the near corner. Sylvester's got it again. And Sylvester holds it at the blue line one more time. That's 3 in a row. And finally the Skyline gets the idea and sends it towards the middle of the ice, away from Sylvester and down the ice. And an icing is the call, and a faceoff will come back down in the Skyline zone.
So far, the Eagles have had the puck in the River Rat zone, it seems like, Pete, for the first half of this first period. But the River Rats, they're being very efficient with their shots. Only 2 shots on goal and 1 goal.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of shots on goal, but, of course, obviously the 2 they have been quality. Now puck play back down into the Huron zone. Picked up behind his own net by Sylvester. Al Friedman with it at center ice. And directed on goal. And covered up there for the faceoff.
Boy, you're correct, Pete. I keep glancing over at the River Rats bench, and they don't seem to be changing too many lines.
Not nearly as often as Skyline is. Well, face-off won by Skyline. Puck dangerously right in front of the net there. There's a shot from the blue line. Sails in behind the net. Bouncing puck. Another shot and save made. And another face-off down on the Skyline zone.
Evo came out of that last scrum with a nice shot on goal there. Skyline Eagles netminder has just been solid so far, only allowing 1 puck to get past him.
Now face-off controlled by Huron, but intercepted momentarily by Skyline. Hill hits the deck, loses his stick.
Got to have your head on a swivel.
Hill tips it forward. Canfield is there to bring it back out center ice. Now Sam Sorsher will direct it in behind the Skyline net. Skating back for it is Knight. And Hill will just golf it out center ice and down the ice. And this will be far enough for an icing. 5:08 here to play in the first period. We're all knotted up at 1. First goal of the game was scored by Skyline's Nate Wegrin. And that was followed up just less than a minute later by Huron's Michael Ficaro. And that's where we stand here late in the first period. And now face-off won by Huron. Shot by Sylvester from the point. Sails wide of the net. Yeah. Skyline will reverse the play. Wegrin loses it in his skates. Evoy will send it back into the Skyline zone. Covered up there by Hagen. Hagen will direct it back out center ice. Now Friedman gets it to Evoy. Evoy still with it. Now he's taking off the puck. Centering pass, no one there for Huron. And puck directed back out center ice. Ruprecht will skate back for it for Huron. Picked up by Evoy. Now Friedman picks it up at center ice. And covered up there by Skyline, and they'll bring it back out center ice. Play a little disorganized by both teams. Neither team can mount a sustained attack. And we have another whistle and an icing. And another face-off down in the Eagle zone.
Both of these teams are searching for their second victory of the year. The River Rats' only win coming against Skyline.
Now picked up by Skyline and brought back out center ice. Knight will get it to Quee. Another shot. That one blocked. Sails over the net and out of play.
We've had a clean match so far, Pete. No one visiting the old penalty box.
Face-off won by Skyline, but brought back out center ice. Strasburg will direct it back into the Huron zone. Now Evoy gets it out center ice, but it's sent back into the Huron zone by Skyline. And finally, puck will come back out center ice. Now Hagen will pick it up for Skyline. Send it into the Huron zone. Rebound loses control. And Gilchrist will send it out center ice. Once again, Skyline at center ice will direct it back into the Huron zone. Rebound taken off the puck by Gilchrist. And Ficaro will skate it down the ice. Trying to get, he gets it to Evoy. Now Ficaro with it again. Now puck in behind the net. And Rybon will cover up. He loses control. Well, Nick Sorsher will cover up at center ice for Huron. And picked up once again by Skyline's Knight. Good job holding it in there by Kim for Huron. Covered up by Elner. Now back to the blue line by Canfield with the shot. That fails to get all the way through. And Skyline will send it down the ice. Icing waved off.
It's probably one of the best rushes of the net for the River Rats. Seems like the more aggressive team tonight, Pete, has been the Eagles so far.
After Gooby to Kevin, under a minute to play here in the first period. We're all knotted up at 1. Hope you're enjoying all the action here on City TV Sports. Now an intercept for Huron. Puck right in front of the net. Backhander right through the goal mouth. That would have been offsides. Bonnie smartly tagged up.
Nice poke there by the captain.
Now Gilchrist will send it down into the Skyline zone. 1 under 10 seconds to play. And that's going to do it for period number 1. After 1 period of play at the Ice Cube, it's Skyline 1 and Huron 1, and we'll be back with second period action right here on City TV Sports.
Be a part of creating television for your community. Come on into the Community Television Network, CTN, where we offer free services like production training, facilities, and airtime to Ann Arbor residents and nonprofit groups. CTN, where Ann Arbor is on TV.
PEG TV. Public, education, and government television programs reflect the specific interests and diversity of local communities. You've probably watched it without really knowing what it is or how it benefits you directly. Each community has its own personality, its own style, its own priorities, its own obstacles and needs. And one thing each community has in common is not just the need for its own voice, but access to the means to express it. PEG TV provides that. PEG TV channels are non-commercial and combined nationally deliver more original, locally made shows than all commercial television stations combined. PEG TV delivers entertaining, informational programs for everyone: seniors, youth, parents, educators, consumers, and in some areas delivers multilingual programming for ethnic communities. PEG TV also provides vital election coverage, public safety, and emergency information specific to where you live. Standard programming often includes council and commission meetings, public service announcements, and informational bulletin boards. Special interest programming often includes local festivals, parades, concerts, talk shows, magazine-style shows, and other programs unique to your village, your township, your city, and your neighborhood, which are often overlooked by commercial media programming. In many communities, PEG TV provides the only coverage of local government. Without PEG, it can be difficult for citizens to stay informed about local government issues and events. Your community has a voice, and that voice is speaking to your subdivision, your streets, your senior citizens, your property, and your family's safety, and it's speaking to you. Please learn more about this valuable resource. Tune in to your local PEG channels. Then give the following websites a visit. Remember, we are your voice. PEG TV, public education and government television. Your voice, your community, your PEG.
And we are underway here in the second period. Puck will go back into the Skyline zone. Now puck in behind the Skyline net. Centering pass. Blocked. Now bringing it down the ice is Strasburg. He'll send it into the near corner. Picked up there by Wegren. Centering pass. Missed, but back to the blue line. Shot. Now Wegren right on the doorstep there with an open net, but couldn't control the puck. And Huron will bring it back out center ice. Now Wegren will pick it back up and send it back into the Huron zone. Now Friedman will pick it up for Huron and bring it back out center ice. Now Skyline will control back in their own zone. Now back to Knight. Knight will send it over to Noah Wegren. Puck will come back out center ice. And back into the Huron zone once again. Now fighting for the puck, picked up by Huron. Now puck back into the Huron zone. Picked up by Nick Sorsher for Huron. And puck will come back out center ice.
A little bit of sloppy play to start off the second period here by both teams.
That puck nearly took the head off of the sideline referee. Now a big hit there, and we have a whistle. And we're going to have our first penalty call of the game.
Well, let's take a quick look at that hit if we can. Well, maybe not. What we can do is just... Yeah, it's kind of in a tough spot for us, but finally, now we have a man advantage. And let's see if that'll help out the Eagles. They were the first one to get on the board to start this match off.
So Canfield will head to the box. Skyline will get the face-off in the Huron zone. They control the face-off. Now Elner would direct it down the near far boards. Wegren loses control. And Huron will get it back out center ice. Now Canfield will get the 2 minutes checking from behind penalty. Now puck back out center ice. Now Elner will skate it back down the ice for Skyline. Into the Huron zone. Centering pass. Intercepted by Sorsher. Another pass is directed away by Huron. Here's a possible breakaway. Evoy skating in on net. Evoy. Shot, a save made.
Outstanding play there by the netminder for the Eagles.
Another near opportunity for Huron. Turning with it was Kim. He loses an edge, goes down. And Knight will cover up.
One final push here in this penalty for the Eagles.
Under 20 seconds left in the power play. Marcus Knight trying to get control. Picked up by Rebon. Huron trying to clear their zone. Can't do it. Puck is in behind the net. Sent
Outstanding.
back to the blue line. That'll go all the way down the ice.
Outstanding kill there by the penalty killing line for the Riverettes.
Now we picked up by Knight. Knight will skate it into the Huron zone. Now Sylvester tries to get to Bonnie, bounces off his stick. Now Evoy with it, and he'll send it back into his own zone all the way down the ice. Touched by an Eagle.
And sure, let's take a look at that breakaway by the Riverettes. It was a shorthanded attempt. He's coming away. You can see the Eagles, defensive men poking her away, but it was an outstanding redirect or actually just blocked there by the netminder. Pete, I would still say that the Eagles have been a little bit more aggressive so far in this period. They're the one that came away with the man advantage, even though they didn't capitalize on that.
Well, the shots on goal are evidence of that, too, as they've evened out. It's 8-7 advantage Skyline.
And you would think that the Riverettes, coming off of an outstanding season like last year, some familiar names on their roster, that they would be the more experienced team. But right now, the more aggressive team is the one that maybe not out on top, but putting themselves in a very good position.
The shot from the blue line is sticked aside by Coulter. Puck controlled by Huron, no call. The Skyline player taken to the ice. And Sorsher gets it back. There's a shot. That's blocked, never gets through. Now shot right on the goalkeeper.
You call that a pass when the stick is out there on the ice?
I think you just try and do your best to avoid it there, Kevin. Stay away from the stick on the ice.
But, I mean, it ricocheted right off of it, too.
Use it as an extra player.
Extra player? Why not? Ghost man.
Now held in the blue line. Shot on net. Save made. Now Sylvester with it. His shot is blocked by a leg. Gilchrist will cover up at center ice for Huron. Now Gilchrist with it once again.
A delayed penalty coming in. And
another penalty call.
Boney took a little exception to the hit to the back there.
Dylan Baker will head to the penalty box for Skyline.
Now we'll be able to see if the Riverettes can capitalize on the man advantage.
10:05 to play here in the second period. 1-1 is the score here on City TV Sports. I'm Pete Poirier along with Kevin Bryant with all the play-by-play action for you. Both goals coming in the first period. Goal for Skyline by Nate Wegren and the goal for the Riverettes by Michael Ficcaro. Now controlled by Huron. They'll try and set up their power play offense. Now Evoy will send it back to the blue line. There's a shot on that. Pad save, rebound, another save. And we have a whistle.
That going to be an interference call, Pete?
Looks like it. Might be tripping is the call, and another Skyline player will head off the ice. And Huron with a golden opportunity, 5-on-3 here for 1:41. Now face-off control by Skyline. They'll send it all the way down the ice. Good start to their 5-on-3 disadvantage. All Sorcher over to Gilchrist. Gilchrist shot sails over the net, off the glass.
Oh, the River Rats really aren't taking advantage here.
Gilchrist down on the ice. Right on front of that point blank and scored! Short-handed down 5-on-3, and Kyle Hagan comes away with the goal for Skyline, and they take the lead 2-1.
Well, Hagan just came out of nowhere, took the puck, and as we were just saying just before that, Pete, that the River Rats weren't taking advantage of the 5-3 man advantage there, and the puck, once it's bouncing around here, you take a look at Hagan, just steals it. Oh, and perfect. River Rats still with the 2-man advantage.
55 more seconds on that 2-man advantage. 8:57 to play here in the second, and we have another whistle. And penalty's going to be on Huron's Kim. Leo Kim will skate off the ice and head to the penalty box. Well, now we'll play 4-on-3. Lots of open ice out there. And the puck will be sent back down into the Huron zone. Picked up there by Sylvester. Sylvester will carry through center ice over the blue line. He heads to the near corner. Gets it to Evoy. Now Evoy gets it back. There's a shot, save made.
Nice
and
clearing.
Skyline will send it down the ice.
Only 10 more seconds, Pete, with this 2-man advantage for the River Rats.
And it'll be 4-on-4 for about 19 seconds. And then Skyline will have the advantage. Oh, another chance by Wigren. And puck comes off its mooring. And we'll have a face-off down in the Huron zone. You see Nate Wegren there just looking to the sky like, I can't believe I blew that.
Those are the ones you want to have back, right?
Absolutely. Here's the pickup by Wegren right out in front of the net.
Might want to backhand that one. Second thought.
Now, puck back to the blue line. Back out center ice. And now it's Skyline with the advantage, 5-on-4 for 43 seconds. Puck back into the Huron zone, right on the goaltender, Coulter. And he'll glove it for the faceoff.
Well, the River Rats earlier in this period killed a penalty. Let's see if they can have a replay of that, Pete.
Now puck in behind the Huron net. Cleared to the blue line and out, just out over the blue line. Now Wegren has it again. Puck sails into the far corner. He'll pick it up back to the blue line. Shot on net. Save made. Coulter will hang on to it for the faceoff.
Nice glove save there by the goalie from the blue line on the shot from the Eagles.
7 minutes to play here in the second period. There's another shot. That one's blocked, never gets through. Now Gilchrist will clear it for Huron.
Good timing.
Kim right out of the box. Puck down into the Skyline zone. All the penalties are over with. We're back at full strength. Now picked up at center ice by Nick Sorscher. He loses control. A takeaway by Ryban. And another shot and a goal! Yishai rebound with the goal over the glove of Coulter, and Skyline leads 3-1.
They're growing up right before our eyes, Pete. Trying to get a little revenge on the River Rats for that early victory they gave to the River Rats, the only victory for the River Rats. We've been talking about how aggressive the Eagles have been playing, and take a look at this. He goes top shelf right over the glove of the Huron netminder to go up to a 3-1 lead for the Eagles.
Well, now Skyline with that early aggressive play starting to pay off for them. Huron not able to take advantage of a 5-on-3, and that was kind of big as they had a goal scored on them, up 5-on-3. That was huge for Skyline. And now play directed back down into the Huron zone. Now that's going to be sent out all the way down the ice, and that'll result in an icing. And another face-off down in the Huron zone.
Pete, outside of that one penalty kill line, the defensive line penalty kill for the River Rats, it seems like they have not been here tonight. They're aggressive. They're just not. They're not controlling the puck, and they're not. They're getting beat on the checks. They just don't seem to be. They're still on break, it looks like.
Another waved off. Goal waved off. No goal. Skyline thought they had their fourth goal, but it's waved off by the referee. Well, and Kevin, going back to your point about Huron, the great example was they were up 5-on-3. Skyline player has it in his own zone. He's just sitting there with it, and all 5 of the Huron players are just sitting there at the blue line waiting for him to get rid of the puck. Nobody went after the Skyline player.
Sometimes this is where a coach would call a timeout to see where the heart of his players are at. If you're, Coach Gould for the River Rats.
Now Bonnie will circle with it. Have to wait till his line mates come back on sides. Puck back down to the Huron zone. Kim will grab it. I can't clear the zone. Picked up by Sorscher. Now puck back out center ice. A lot of incidental hitting going on, Kevin.
I think that last goal kind of woke up the River Rats. It seems like they're trying to not have these young folks of the Eagles come back for only their second victory of the year. And you can see that puck there, Pete. It came right off of the player for is that 23, Strasburg.
Yeah, well, you saw there momentarily the puck never got all the way over the goal line, and that's why the referee waved off the goal. As Coulter covered it up and pulled it back before the entire puck was over the line. No face-off down in the Skyline zone. Face-off won by Huron. Back to the blue line. Huron on the power play. Opportunity for them to get back into this game. Skyline will clear and send it down the ice. Freetman will pick it up for Huron. Skated into the Skyline zone. Right on net. There's a shot. Save made. Puck lay there momentarily, and then Skyline cleared it.
I really wanted him to score, so you can say his first name there, Pete. Bruiser.
Yeah, I'm sure that's his given name by his parents, Bruiser. Now Puck back into the Huron zone. Circling with it is Gilchrist. Now Gilchrist will pick it back up and bring it out center ice. Evoy will carry into the Skyline zone. That shot is blocked by a stick. Held in by Sorsher. Now Evoy with it. He'll skate it out towards the slot area. Shot will hit a leg and bounce into the far corner. 25 seconds left on the power play for the Riverettes.
They just don't seem to be playing with any sense of urgency right now, the Riverettes.
Evoy loses the control. Now back to Sorsher. Quick shot, that's blocked. Now back to Sorsher once again. Another shot, that's saved, Nate, right on the goaltender. Now right out in front, dangerous play there, and Skyline will clear, but this is going to be a icing as the penalty was over, and the faceoff will come back down into the Eagles zone.
The aggressive play by the Eagles is carried over to their defense on that last man advantage for the Riverettes there. They seem to come up with each block for every shot on goal, Pete.
2:45 to play here in the second period. Now face-off controlled by Huron. Now behind the Eagle net. Back to the blue line. Now center and pass. No one home for Huron. Now bouncing puck. And finally Skyline will bring it out center ice. Now Kim with it for Huron. He loses, taken right off his stick. Nice job there by Elner. And we have a stoppage of play.
You can see that Elders has the length advantage there. He just stuck that long arm out and nice poke that puck away there.
Nice takeaway by Elner. Oh, face off back down in the Eagle zone. Once again, Huron controlling the face-off. Now kicked out center ice by Skyline. Now Wegren will go after it. And he loses an edge and hits the deck. Now Gilchrist has it for Huron. Trying to weave his way through. He'll send the puck into the Eagle zone. Now icing waved off. Gilchrist will go back for it. He'll send it to Sorsher. Now Sorsher still with it, carrying all the way into the Skyline zone. It's finally taken off of his stick. And under a minute to play here in the second period. Now back to the blue line, held in by Camfield. Evoy will go after it. He still has it, back to the blue line. Taken off of Bonnie's stick. Again, that's Elner back there. Held in once again by Camfield. Chasing after it, Marcus Knight for Skyline. And Nick Sorsher for Huron. Sorsher will come away with the puck. And then bring it back out center ice. 10 seconds to play. Bonnie carries in. And
nice glove save. Checks his glove. Yeah, it's in here.
And goalkeeper will hold it for the faceoff. 3.9 seconds left here in the second period. Now puck sliding back out center ice, and that's going to do it for period number 2. Skyline with the only 2 goals of this period. They take a 3-1 lead heading into the third. And we'll be back after a break for third period action right here on City TV Sports.
Frozen yellow iguanas, fine Yugoslavian inventors, feathered Yak Island? If you live in Ann Arbor, those FYI shows might not interest you. What you need is For Your Information, Channel 19's award-winning news and information magazine show about everything Ann Arbor. And FYI's on at 10, 6, and 10, so you'll have plenty of chances to watch.
FYI.
FYI, an insider's look at the people and events that make our city special.
Ward Talk. Ann Arbor City Council members take your phone calls live. It's the third Wednesday of each month, only on Channel 19 City TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Blow, host of Conversations. Twice a month I have the opportunity to interview the people in Ann Arbor you care to see and hear from. City council members, the mayor, members of the school board, all the way to members of Congress. I've had the pleasure over the past 18 years of bringing these people to you. I invite you to join me and the rest of Ann Arbor in Conversations here on City TV Channel 19.
And we're here underway in the third period. Skyline with the 3-1 advantage. Let's see if Huron can get a goal quickly here and get back in this game. Evoy will carry into the Skyline zone. His shot sails wide of the net. And back out center ice.
Well, Pete, speaking with the Huron athletic director, she was going to go down and give some inspirational words in between that last period. Let's see if it works.
Fire up the River Rats for this third and final period here. Shots are tied at 14. Now Evoy with it. He'll carry into the zone. And behind the defense, shot. And off the side of the net. Great opportunity there for the River Rats. Now held into the blue line by Gilchrist. Going behind the Eagle net. Well, Gilchrist holds it in one more time. But finally, Skyline will carry out center ice. And they'll just dump it down into the Huron zone and go for the line change. Now held into the blue line. Shot directed right on net, save made. And right on the doorstep, David Quee got the rebound, and he had a wide open net, and he didn't miss. And Skyline up now 4-1.
Well, Pete, it pays to be in the right place at the right time. Puck bounced right to his stick.
Absolutely, Kevin. And, that goal coming right after that great opportunity by Huron. And here's the goal on the replay. And there's Quee right in the right spot. And he puts it away for Skyline's fourth goal. Huron had that early opportunity, and Skyline came right down and scored the goal. And that might be the final nail in the coffin for this River Rat team. And 15 minutes to go in the third.
You can really see from our camera angle there, great shot, guys, of that goal. It was just a nice pass and nice shot. And you can look at the Skyline bench. They're getting happy over there, looking for that second victory. Starting to feel good. A very aggressive play by the Eagles tonight, though.
Now face-off controlled by Skyline. Elner will swing it around behind his net and go all the way out center ice. Picked up by Huron at center ice. Now Kim taking off the puck. Icing waved off. Picked up by Elner. He'll send it to Strasburg. Strasburg brings it out center ice. Now Hagen will pick it up. Skated into the Huron zone. He loses control. And puck will come back out center ice. Now puck sent back into the Huron zone. Canfield tries to clear. Can't do it. Puck now behind the Riverette net keeper. Now puck back to the blue line, held in. Shot along the ice, sailing wide of the net.
A sloppy play there, but works out good for the Riverettes.
Now brought into the Skyline zone by Kim. Centering pass, no one there for Huron. Now back to the blue line. Held in, intercepted. And shot back out center ice. Canfield to Friedman. Friedman can't control. Nice backhanded pass to Desprez. Desprez with the shot. Pad save. And the Skyline faithful cheering for more goals. Skyline with another close chance there. Now Canfield will send it into the Eagle zone. Elner will keep it going around behind his own net. Now picked up once again by Elner. He loses control. Now goes back to pick it up. He'll send it to his defense mate Noah Wegren. And puck back out center ice.
You know, for only one victory on the year, the Skyline Eagles are a very aggressive team. They're starting to put things together, and they're trying to really come away with a very quality win tonight, Pete.
Now Evoy trying to break in. He's taken off the puck. Now Nate Wegren bring it back out center ice.
Not real good spacing right there by the Riverettes.
And offsides. Touched by a Huron player. Puck will face-off will come back out over the blue line. And face-off will be at center ice. 12:08 to play here in the third period. Skyline with a commanding 4-1 lead. Hope you're enjoying all the play-by-play action here on City TV Sports. Now Johns handles that with a glove.
I think they call that a strike.
Going to come back down to the Huron zone.
You see the swing there? He threw it up.
Funny thing was, I think he tried to hit it with his stick, but ended up hitting it with his glove. Well, the face-off will come back. It'll be out over the blue line for Huron. Face-off controlled by Huron. Now Kimmel skated into the Eagle zone. Right out in front of the net. Puck directed towards the net, blocked by a Skyline player. Now puck back out center ice, sent back into the Eagle zone. Huron will go for the line change. Now puck directed back into the Eagle zone behind the net. Picked up there by Baker. Now Baker will get it to Strasburg. Intercepted. There's a shot along the ice, sailing wide of the net. Chance there for Sorscher. Sorscher with another slapper off the skate of a Skyline player. Race for the puck. Will be won by Ruprecht. Intercepted by Skyline and directed on goal. And another goal for Skyline. Randy Strasburg.
What a shot there off of the nice pass and a one-timer right in the net, Pete. That was outstanding. With that Strasburg with the goal. The puck has just seemed to be bouncing their way tonight.
And here's a look at the replay. Nice tip. And Friedman comes in and cross-checks Strasburg in the back.
Well, his name is Bruiser.
I think Friedman a little frustrated. Penalty called on Skyline. They haven't put the goal up on the board. Just announced the goal, but they haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. We have it's 5-1 Skyline. Well, roughing penalty to Skyline, and Huron on the power play.
Seems like they always catch the second person on those scrums.
Now puck sent into the Skyline zone. Now back to the blue line. Gilchrist with it there. Slap shot. That one sailing wide of the net. Now puck back out center ice. And Rybon with it for Skyline. He'll stop at the blue line. Skyline trying to take a little time off the clock.
Smartly so. As well as kill the penalty. And I'm saying taking the time off the game clock, not that penalty clock. Nice hit there by the River Rats.
Well, Evoy will skate it in. Right on net.
What a save there by the net.
Save made. Gonna be sharp there.
Watch it, watch it, watch it. You're at it, watch it.
Yeah, rolling puck. Another Huron player poking at it, but covered up there. We got another Skyline player in the penalty box. Knight heads into the box for holding. So Huron with another 5-on-3, and I think the Eagles have them right where they want them.
This is right where they want them. This is right what they've been building this program for. To beat victories, you have to beat the guys across town first.
Well, actually, Kevin, I was making a joke because Skyline scored shorthanded 5-on-3, and now that they're 5-on-3 once, or 3-on-5 once again, maybe it's another goal for the Eagles.
Gotcha.
Well, brought back by Huron. Back out center ice. They lose control again. They're down 5-on-3, or up 5-3.
Well, your logic wasn't too far off, Pete. I mean, it really did work out well for them the first time they were down by 2.
Now Evoy will carry into the Skyline zone. Back to the blue line. Sorsher. Back to Kim. Now Kim over to Gilchrist. There's a shot, save made. There's another shot. That sails wide of the net. Gilchrist will pick it up. Another shot, save made. Gilchrist with it again. Bouncing puck in behind the Eagle net. Kim right on the doorstep. He can't get the shot off. There's Gilchrist with another shot and a save made. And finally, Skyline will clear the zone.
And like you said, Pete, Skyline has them right where they want them.
Yeah, one player back on the ice for Skyline, so it's 5-on-4 for another 33 seconds. More opportunity that 5-on-3 for Huron than the last one. Now puck at the blue line, held in by Huron. Kim with a shot, save made.
I tell you, the netminder is going to be the MVP. He keeps this up.
Evoy circling with it. Sends it to Gilchrist. Shot along the ice. Friedman will pick it up. Back to Gilchrist. Skyline back at full strength. Picked up by Marcus Knight. Marcus Knight on the backhander. And he gets a shot off, but the save is made.
Oh, Knight may have hurt himself sliding into the board.
Knight getting up slowly on his feet, skating back to the bench. Under 7 minutes to play here in the third period. puck back out center ice. A collision at center ice once again. Lots of hitting in this game. Well, puck under a pile of players. It finally comes out. And cleared by Skyline. Well, Canfield will send it into the Skyline zone. Picked up there and behind the net by Elner. And they'll clear the zone. Well, Bonnie will send it back into the Skyline zone. He heads off. Now Strasburg will pick it up and send it into the Huron zone as Skyline will go for the line change. Now shot by Hagen, but that sails wide of the net. Blocked by a stick. Now Huron trying to clear a bouncing puck right in front of their own net. Huron still can't get it out of their own zone. Now circling with it, Hill. Held in by Noah Wegren. Gilchrist will pick it up behind his own net, but he loses control. Desprez will send it back into the corner. Now held in by Elner. And Skyline just really controlling the puck down in the Huron zone. Now finally, Kim will clear his zone. Back to center ice. Canfield will ice it so they can stop the play, get a line change, and faceoff will head back into the Huron zone.
A lot of action there, what we just witnessed, Pete, but I tell you, it seems to be a combination of the River Rats not taking advantage of the man advantage and a lot of outstanding net play from the Eagles.
Well, this game was knotted at 1 after 1 period of play. Since then, it's been all Skyline. Scored 2 goals in the second and 2 here in the third to take a 5-1 advantage. Now puck right on the doorstep once again. And held by Coulter. And we'll have a face-off to Coulter's left. 4:26 to play here in the third. Face-off won by Huron. Vaccaro circling with it. Puck comes back out center ice. Skyline will send it right back in. Nice job holding it in there by Strasburg. Huron really struggling right now.
Yeah,
now picked up by Evoy. He had Vaccaro, but couldn't get it over to him. Now puck it behind the Eagle net. Elner will try and clear it, held in by Sorcerer at the blue line. Now Friedman tries to direct a shot on net, but it's blocked. And Skyline will send it all the way down, and they'll take the icing and get a face-off back in their own zone.
You know, ironically, Pete, this is the only period that the River Rats have outshot the Eagles, and still the Eagles have been a lot more efficient with their shots on goal, of course.
Oh, they lead on shots 23-20, but they're down in the game 5-1. Clearing by Skyline. No icing. Canfield will grab it for Huron. He'll bring out it over his own blue line, out to center ice. Now he'll direct a shot on net, stick to side. Now back to the blue line. Another shot save made along the ice. That shot by Ruprecht. Sorcerer will pick it up. I said it's Rupek carrying into the Eagle zone. Now puck in behind the net. Now scrum right in front of the goalkeeper. And it's a held puck, and we'll have a face-off down in the Eagle zone.
River Rats are running out of time. Only 2:33 left on the third period clock, and the Eagles are starting off their new year on a good note.
Well, when you're a young team, you look for positives, and certainly this is one of those games where coach can always go back and use this as a teaching tool for positives and build for the future.
I was going to say pop in the tape, but, I don't think they have tape anymore.
Backhander by Baker is saved by Coulter, and we have another face-off down in the Huron zone.
They all probably have iPads or whatever those things are, Pete. And they're
newfangled technology. There's a replay on the backhander. Nice save by Coulter. He hasn't really been helped out by his teammates too much tonight.
Well, Coulter's Huron, although they did go far in the postseason last year, outstanding team, they're a young team, and he's only a sophomore.
Now puck back into the Eagle zone. Held into the blue line by Sorcerer. Now puck back to the blue line once again. Saved by Nick Sorcerer at the blue line. He'll hold it in. Send it to behind the Eagle net. Now picked up by Skyline. They got a 3-on-2 going. There's a shot right into the pads of Coulter. And it'll be held for another face-off with under a minute and a half to play. A little confrontation at center ice by Desprez and Evoy.
I think Evoy had some words of, this really doesn't matter. We got you earlier in the year. Let's do this one more time. You guys have one, we have one. Let's do this one more time.
Friedman mixing it up once again, this time with David Quee.
Well, we talked about the River Rats not being aggressive. This isn't the kind of aggression you want to see out of them. This is more frustration.
And Friedman will head to the penalty box, and that'll be it for him tonight. Now there's aggressive play and stupid play. And, when you just have stuff like this where it's unnecessary, it's time to head off to the ice and head to the penalty box. Now play back into the Huron zone. Now Huron will send it down the ice. Under a minute to play in the third period. Skyline on the power play, but they'll just look to run the rest of this time off the clock with a commanding 5-1 lead.
Yeah, I think the refs are even looking up at the clock right now. You don't even see him in the picture.
Now puck at center ice. Under 30 to play. And Huron will send it back down the ice. Skyline taking their time, bringing it through the center ice zone. A shot by Rybon, save made by Coulter. And it's a happy bunch of Eagles over on the bench as they celebrate a 5-1 victory here at the Ice Cube. And they swarm the goaltender.
For the second victory of the year. And the goaltender, He was the MVP. Outstanding job by the netminder tonight.
Well, like I said, it was an even game after one period of play, or it tied at 1, and it was all Skyline scoring 2 in the second and 2 in the third to take the 5-1 victory. I'd like to thank all the people that make this production possible. Our director, Rob Cross, audio and replay by Greg McDonald and Slim Jim McKinley, CG Ops by Rob Cross, our camera guys, Nick McCauley, Tim Nagai, Patrick Hullovick, and Michael Dermody. And for Kevin Bryant, this is Pete Porter. Once again, the final from the Cube. It's Skyline 5 and Huron 1.